Zach, what do you feel is going through this draft process? What has maybe separated you think, from potentially other quarterback prospects in this process?
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. For sure, this draft is full of good players. A lot of good quarterbacks I've worked with out in California as well. Something I feel like that separates me is, just my passion for the game. I really put a lot of time into what I do, and throughout all the years and stuff, I've really just dedicated my life to football. It's crazy. When people try to ask me what I do outside of football, football is really my life. It's like everything I got going on. So somebody that can extend plays, somebody that can make something happen outside of the offense when things break down is something I take a lot of pride in.
How would you assess what was your best pass today, in your opinion?
We drilled a good one, a high corner to Leva. We hit a corner post to Leva as well down the middle. Two that came off pretty well. Missed a couple, too many balls on the ground. Things I got to clean up. So.
Zach, talk about today. I know you only threw, but what was it like watching all your boys compete and being out there in front of all the scouts with all the attention and everything? What was it like being out there?
Yeah, so happy for these guys, man. They're all living out their dreams, and you can definitely tell they all put in the work. We had some crazy numbers today. Guys did some awesome things that I know scouts are going to be all over, and so it's great to be out here with them one last time. Kind of flashback of all those memories when you pull up to BYU, but super proud of those guys and everything that they've worked for. They made me want to go out there and run my 40.
How nice is it to be able to draw more eyes because of all the attention you're getting, that hopefully maybe those eyes will also see those guys?
Yeah, most definitely. That was one thing I think was a huge advantage for those guys is to get them in front of some big time teams and hope that those guys would give them a chance and look at those guys and see what skills they have and see that's the reason for a lot of my success at BYU was I had some great players around me.
Let's go to Rich Cimini next, and then Brian Costello.
Hey, Zach. Thanks for the time. Out here in New York, there's a lot of intrigue, them holding the second pick in the draft. I'm curious, we saw on TV you had a quick moment to chat with their general manager, Joe Douglas, afterwards. If you could just tell us what that was like, and also what kind of interaction virtually, I assume, have you had with them during this entire process, and how's it going?
Yeah, great staff. Love those guys, and Joe Douglas is a great guy, and it was good to see him out here, and they got a good thing going, and my Zoom interactions with them has just kind of been like any other team, trying to go through and they just try and pick your brain, see what you're about, the way you process things and all that kind of stuff. So it's been good.
Hey, Zach, another guy from New York here. Just curious, have you ever been to New York, and what are your thoughts about, possibly coming here as a number 2 overall pick?
Yeah, New York's it's a great spot. I got family around that area, and I've been there a couple times. BYU used to do a foundation out there, so we were able to go and visit, and I'd be happy to play with any team that drafts me.
Let's go to Norma Gonzalez and then Jake Hatch.
Hey, Zach, was there any immediate feedback that you got today that you hadn't already heard, or anything different?
I don't know which extent you're talking about, but things have been good.
Did you surprise people in a different way? Did you show them something new or something they just hadn't realized?
Yeah. The goal of today was to kind of show, kind of what makes me different, type of throws that I can make that, I feel like other guys don't practice and don't try and do. So, that was the goal of today, was to, be able to show what makes me different.
And do you feel like your differences is what sort of makes you so highly coveted and makes you so special as a quarterback?
Yeah, I just think the game of football is changing, especially the quarterback position. You want someone that's athletic and mobile in the pocket and can make all the throws, but also extend and make things from different angles and different things like that. So it was good to work some of that today.
Zach, in terms of what you did today, do you feel like you went out and proved exactly what you had trained for in terms of your ability to make all the throws all over the field?
Yeah, no doubt. We had some that jumped. We had some some good ones. Definitely some that I wish I just had back. Some ones I wish I could clean up. But the goal of today is to solidify the film, to show coaches, in person what you're made of. How the ball comes off the hand, how you move in the pocket, how you interact with the guys. So it was good to be able to get that stuff in.
Go to John Kuhn and then Chrissy Freud.
Zach, being fully healthy this past season, how much did that allow you to showcase the full extent of what you can do as a quarterback and put those things on film that you feel like the NFL scouts needed to see ahead of going into the draft?
Yeah, no doubt. That was why I did the shoulder surgery early on, is just to show these teams that I get a couple years under my belt of playing with a repaired shoulder, and it feels great. I have no issues. It's stronger than it was before. So, I'm glad I got it done, and now coming out here, it's just showing these coaches, that swag to you, which you're all about.
Zach, Joe Burrow is someone I've been told that you watch a lot of film on. What have you specifically taken from that to apply to your game, and how often do you watch it?
Yeah, I haven't watched any recently, just because I'm transitioning into the NFL film and stuff, but he's definitely someone I'll be watching, in the NFL now. But my junior year last year, he was a huge part, of my mental success that I feel like I had, the ability to, throw the ball into spots where, maybe you think somebody's covered, but they're really open. I really did a lot of studying in the way that he played the game, and I think he did it all the right way. He knew exactly what he was doing on every play. He took what the defense gave him, and he extended plays down the field. So I learned a lot from what he did.
Okay, our last two questions. Apologies, we don't have more time with Zach, but let's go to Jay Drew and then Dana Green.
Hey Zach, was the plan all along to just throw today, to not do the vertical and some of those other things? We've heard you can dunk a basketball. Kind of wanted to see your vertical.
Yeah, I thought about doing the vert. I actually was training since January to do everything. Tweaked my hammy a couple weeks ago. We didn't have a combine, so I didn't want to, do everything on the pro day and not be able to throw. That was the most important thing for me. So, the plan going in to pro day was to do none of the running stuff. I'm going to probably film down the road and make sure I get, some of that, just because it's, it's tough watching these guys do their 40s and stuff and not be a part of it.
Hey, Zach, are you kind of the same guy that we were covering at Corner Canyon as a person? Obviously, you've grown physically, you've grown a little mentally, but the same guy who just loves football as much as you did in high school, and also you've worked so hard to get where you are, but so many people have helped you as well. Have you thought about, now that you're about to hit the big time, how you're going to give back to the people and maybe the communities that have helped you get to where you are today?
Yeah, no doubt. I've already had that thought process of what I can do to give back to Draper, to the state of Utah, and that's what you got to remember all from the beginning. You got to have that passion and drive and love for the game, just for the game. There's a lot of distractions when you get to this level, and for me, that's the number one priority, is just keeping level-headed and being able to every day just have that chip on my shoulder to keep improving and getting better.
How have you changed so much since your days? What's your biggest change growing from high school to where you are now?
Yeah, you look back, and I just think it's all a process. Your development physically, mentally. When you put in the work, the cream always rises to the top. So, I just knew if I kept doing what I could to get better, that it would eventually come through.
All right, appreciate the time, Zach.
Thanks, guys.